Good morning, officers. It is both an honor and necessity that we have gathered here today for this crucial workshop on emerging trends in cybercrimes and growing threat to the invasion of privacy. As technology advances, so do the danger lurking in the digital world. Cybercrimes today are not just about financial fraud or hacking. They strike at the very core of our privacy, security, and personal dignity. Women, in particular, face growing threats from cyber stalking, online harassment, digital blackmail, and AI generated deepfake exploitation. But this means do not stop there. Every individual, business, and institution is now vulnerable to AI driven cyber threats, unauthorized surveillance, and large scale data breaches. These crimes do not just affect our personal lives, they undermine public trust, national security, and the very fabric of our legal system. As prosecutors and police officers, you are on the front lines of this battle. You are not only law enforcers but guardians of justice in an era where cyber criminals are exploiting technology loopholes faster than laws can be updated. This workshop is not just an academic exercise, it is an essential tool to equip you with the latest legal and technical knowledge to combat cyber threats effectively. To guide us in this mission, we are privileged to have among us Sri V. Balu Garu, Advocate High Court of Madras, one of India's foremost experts in cyber law and digital privacy. Despite his demanding schedule, he has graciously accepted our invitation, a testament to his unwavering commitment to legal education, justice, and public awareness. A pioneer in cyber law, Sri V. Balugar has played a crucial role in shaping legal strategies to prosecute AI-driven cyber offenses, strengthen privacy protections, and ensure that our judicial system remains ahead of evolving digital threats. His vast experience, expertise has empowered countless legal professionals, law enforcement officers, and policymakers, enabling them to handle complex cyber cases with precision and confidence. His insights have been instrumental in shaping legal discourse not just in Tamil Nadu but across India. Today, I urge each of you, prosecutors and police officers alike, to make the most of this session. Engage actively, ask questions, and clarify your doubts. This is your opportunity to learn from a legal luminary to strengthen your investigative and prosecutorial skills and to ensure that our justice system remains robust against cyber threats. Before we have the honor of hearing from our distinguished chief guest and keynote speaker, I now invite Srimati M. Srilata, Assistant Public Prosecutor, Emignoru, Kurnool District, to present the biodata of Sri V. Balu, Advocate, High Court of Madras. Let us all extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Sri V. Balu Garu and actively participate in today's discussions to make this workshop a resounding success. Thank you. Over to Srimati M. Srilata Garu.
Esteemed DOP sir, distinguished guests, Sri V. Balu Garu, joint directors and officers. Good morning to everyone. It is with immense honor and profound admiration that I stand before you today to introduce a legal luminary, a towering figure in the field of cyber law, and a man whose unwavering commitment to justice has transformed the legal landscape, Sri V. Balu, Advocate High Court of Madras, Chennai. A stalwart in the legal fraternity and a pioneer in cyber law, Sri V. Balu's illustrious career spans decades, during which he has championed the cause of justice, empowered legal professionals, and played a pivotal role in safeguarding society from the ever-evolving threats of digital world. His unparalleled expertise, relentless dedication, and a passion for the law have earned him widespread recognition and deep respect in both judicial and academic circles. The journey of this remarkable legal mind began in 1984 when he enrolled as an advocate at the High Court of Madras, marking the commencement of a career defined by an unyielding pursuit of legal excellence. He had the rare and esteemed privilege of training under the legendary senior advocate Sri N.T. Vanamamalai, a towering personality in the legal world, an ardent activist and a visionary legal mind from Tamil Nadu. Under this formidable tutelage, Sri Balu honed his legal prowess, laying the foundation for a career that would leave an indelible mark on the legal fraternity. As a pioneer and thought leader in cyber law, C.V. Balu has played an instrumental role in shaping legal discourse on cyber crimes and digital security, not just in Tamil Nadu but across India. His expertise has empowered law enforcement agencies, judicial officers, and legal professionals, providing them with the knowledge and tools to combat cyber threats in an increasingly digitized world. His ability to navigate the complexities of cyber law has positioned him as a beacon of guidance in an era where digital security is paramount. His invaluable contributions have made him a highly sought after legal educator. He has served as a distinguished resource person at the National Judicial Academy in Bhopal and the Tamil Nadu Judicial Academy, where he has trained over 100 batches of public prosecutors and judicial officers. His teaching methodology, mastered by clarity, depth, and practical application, has profoundly impacted countless legal professionals, shaping their understanding of the rapidly evolving cyber landscape. A visionary legal scholar and compelling orator, Sri V. Balu has had the honor of delivering lectures at the Supreme Court of India, where he has shared his vast knowledge on cyber crimes, digital forensics, privacy laws, and cybercrime prevention. His insights are highly regarded in legal circles, and his contributions have been instrumental in shaping discussions on digital privacy and security. His ability to bridge the gap between law and technology has made him a trusted voice in navigating the challenges of digital era. Beyond the courtroom and academia, he is deeply committed to public legal awareness. He actively engages with society to educate individuals about their digital rights, online safety, and the legal ramifications of cyber offenses. His unwavering advocacy for stronger privacy laws and ethical digital practices has significantly influenced policy making and the protection of citizens against cyber exploitation. He remains a steadfast advocate for justice in the digital sphere, ensuring that legal frameworks evolve in step with technological advancement. With a career defined by integrity, knowledge, and an unyielding commitment to justice, Sri V. Balu has earned immense respect as a legal advisor, mentor, and guide to many aspiring and established legal professionals. His wisdom and experience have shaped the career of countless individuals in the legal field, reinforcing his indispensable role in the legal community. The distinguished career of Sri V. Balu is a shining testament to his dedication, perseverance, and passion for the law. His unmatched contributions to cyber law, judicial education, and digital rights advocacy have profoundly influenced the legal system in India. He works continuously to inspire and empower the next generation of legal minds, ensuring a legally aware, digitally secure, and just society. It is indeed a privilege and an honor to have among us today Sri V. Balu, Advocate High Court of Madras, a name synonymous with legal brilliance, cyber law expertise, and unwavering service to justice. A trailblazer in the realm of digital jurisprudence, he has not only shaped the legal discourse on cyber law, but has also been a guiding force in educating and mentoring the legal community. His tireless dedication, profound legal insight, and commitment to upholding the rule of law have earned him the admiration of peers, the trust of the judiciary, and the gratitude of countless individuals who have benefited from his expertise. Today, we are truly fortunate to have the opportunity to hear from a legal luminary whose contributions continue to shape the future of justice in the digital age. Let us all extend a resounding welcome to this illustrious legal mind as we eagerly look forward to this profound insights, invaluable wisdom, and enlightening discourse. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for everyone. And I'm very glad to join this meeting organized by my friend, the Directorate of Prosecution of Andhra Pradesh, which is a privilege for me, and to join my neighbor and also very legal luminaries throughout India. I welcome you all. At the same time, I have little difficulties in the connectivity, and I'm not able to connect through my computer. That's why I'm connecting through my tab, which is also giving some problem in sound. But at the same time, now I'm connected through my mobile phone. Are you able to see me and get my audio?
sir. Very well.
Audible.
Full and very
Audible?
fine.
Yes, sir.
And very fine, sir.
Leave alone
Yes, sir,
the
yes,
video.
sir.
Not audio is okay. Leave alone the video. Because that
Audio is okay, sir.
anything. I'm very proud to join all of you because I would like to start and as I explained to my friend long time back, since I returned from the month of February, almost for about a month, I'm not well. But at the same time, I have some cough problem that persisting. But since I have committed myself, I'm before you today. All my dear friends, and almost for the past 20 years, I've been roaming with this subject along with the lawyers, prosecutors, and the judiciary in National Judicial Academy and also in Judicial Academy of Tamil Nadu, and especially along with 100 batches of prosecutors of Tamil Nadu. Normally, I used to address in simple Tamil so that it reaches the lower cadre and they understand in the mother tongue. But at the same time, when we see the prosperity and the way it is now going, we must understand that any lawyer in the society throughout the world cannot practice anything without knowing the basics of cybercrime, especially the investigating officers, police officers, that is especially in the criminal field, and any lawyer who is coming to this field should know the basic of cybercrime. Otherwise, they cannot move even an inch in this field, because each and every aspect of the crime committed, investigation involved, and the criminal trial proceedings, recording of the evidences, validating the electronic evidences, knowing the fundamental of what is the electronic evidence, everything is now connected. Are you getting, sir? Are you getting my audio?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
ఒకళ్ళు చెప్పారు కదండి, ఇంతమంది ఎందుకండి, వినపడుతుంది కదా, ఒకళ్ళు ఎవరో ఒకరు చెప్పండి చాలు.
So without knowing the nuances of the cyber area, we cannot have the legal field. Not only legal field, the entire work is now is like a cobweb under the cyberspace. So we must understand what is cyberspace. The cyberspace is a space which is unknown. Nobody knows where it is, how it is connected. Because we used to give examples to the God that God cannot be seen, he could be only felt. So like this, the cyberspace is also cannot be seen, it could be felt. Without that connection, nothing moves nowadays. Nothing moves nowadays. So there we stand. I always start my lectures with a special coinage of word called "We are now all in attires." We are wearing blazers, we are wearing suit, we are wearing ties and all that. But we must not hesitate to admit, we must not feel ashamed to admit that we are digitally naked. Digitally naked means you will be able to observe and understand that in the field of digital world, when all your data could be seen by somebody, where you can track by somebody, where all your movements, including your digital movements, can be tracked, monitored, spied by somebody, where is your privacy? Any person, let it be the president of any country or a prime minister of a country, or any person who is connected with the cyberspace is digitally naked. Digitally naked means there is no privacy for you. You cannot have anything as your own unless or otherwise you are aware, or you are protecting yourself, or you are legally aware of how to protect yourself or to go against somebody. In this type of world, in around 1950s, 60s and 70s, The American government wanted to secure their cyber, not only cyber, they wanted to defend their defense sources if any Holocaust arises. So having a fear over the Holocaust, they wanted to communicate among themselves in a phased manner, in an encrypted manner, so that nobody hacks. Like that only, the American military started connecting their ends in four places. And after that, having become successful, they have started sharing the knowledge with the United Kingdom. And like that, all other countries came and joined in the system. But without having an umbrella, without having a boss, or without having a corporate company, or without having any MD, CEO like, this has become on its own, getting connected on its own like a cobweb, and now it is connected with every citizen of the world. Each and every citizen of the world is connected through cyberspace, either by one way, either by
Sir, your audio was more, sir?
Muted. Your audio is muted, sir. Yes, speaker, sir. We are unable to hear you, sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
Sir, switch off any other device, electronic device near you. Your sound is
Mine is on.
Now again, your voice is gone, sir. Muted.
Now?
Now it is.
It is on?
Some disturbance is there, sir.
Echo.
No, I don't have any disturbance because there is no echo from me.
Any electronic gadgets need to be switched on.
You get it? You get the audio now?
Sir, phone is on. Simultaneously, both of them are on. There is echo in the voice.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
What is the disturbance?
No disturbance.
Can I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, in this situation, even the world countries are not feeling safe among themselves. Each and every country is afraid of their neighbor or any other country which is powerfully connected with cyberspace and technical experts. When it is going like that, how the field of cyberspace and cybercrime started emerging is itself is a story. Because without going into all that, we must try to understand a country like India, which is a developing country. It had its own cyber law in the year 2000 only, Information Technology Act. After that, they have to make so many amendments in 2008 and 2010. Till today, up to 2025, we have not had any further amendments. At the same time, the act, which is having only about 20 to 25 sections penalized, that is for punishment under Information Technology Act, we have to still depend on the earlier laws like the previous Indian Penal Code like that. So the punishing sections under Information Technology Act is 20 to 25 sections, which cannot cover the entire offences, especially for recording evidences and all that. Digital forensic evidence and the labs facility we have for the purpose of the same are not enough. You'll be all knowing that we have only 2 high qualified laboratories, one in Hyderabad and one in Ahmedabad, I think. Forensic Digital Library. All the evidences which are collected digitally, the digital footprints should be sent only to them. At the same time, 140 crores of the population of this country, almost 100 crores are connected through the cyberspace. Each and everyone is having a device, either in the form of a mobile phone or a laptop or a desktop or any other form of computer, printer, everything. Everything is now connected through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. None of them know what is the password, what is the firewall, whether it could be kept open 24 hours or it could be open only through a password. If it is going to be a password, what is the technology or the cleverness to be used to keep the password intact without allowing them to be hacked is still a mystery. Because I used to tell always in my classes that the moment the computer was introduced into the society, the first casualty is the memory. Because each and everything what we were storing in our brain in an order and in a way as a memory, we have started hypothecating our memory to the digital devices. Our memory is hypothecated totally to the devices. Then the devices now rule us. For example, in those days, around 25 to 30 years back, you wake any person from the bed and he will be able to reproduce minimum 100 to 200 mobile numbers from his memory. But nowadays, we don't even remember our own phone number. Very often we used to go into the screen and see what is the number I have, what is the second number I have. If you ask the phone number of your wife, you started scrolling in the screen, wife, 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 wife one, wife two. That means she has got 2 SIM cards. Like that, she also used to scroll husband one, husband two. Again, it will show 2 SIM cards. For the children, son, daughter, everything. We are even not able to remember the numbers. That is where the first point we lost our privacy. Because the memory is a fundamental right, like memory. It is a possession. It is a property. If your personal details, if your memory is hypothecated to a third person like a device, that starts ruling. For example, I'll tell you, how many of you can keep a mobile phone on your table for minimum 10 minutes without touching it? Suppose you leave the mobile phone on the table, and even if you are going to attend a nature's call, your basic instinct will be only on the phone. Whether it is going to ring or it is in silent mode or it is going to receive a call or what is going to happen the next. The moment it rings, somebody runs over the phone and picks it up as if a volcano has erupted. It is almost like a first aid. So that much of attention it is sought. It is seeking in a way that we are inseparable from the device. Previously, there were landlines along with mobile phones. A landline is a location-oriented phone. A location-oriented phone means when you call somebody over the landline, you know that Mr. Baira, the prosecutor, the director of prosecution of Andhra Pradesh, is available at his home at this address. By the time you call him, you know that he is sitting in the location. That is why it is called a location-oriented phone. But a mobile phone is a person-oriented phone. Why I am saying mobile phone, when all the functions of a computer has been imbibed with the mobile phone, that itself is working as a computer. Your mobile phone itself is a computer. So when you call somebody, you don't know in which location he is available, what work he is attending, whether he is driving, he is sitting at home, or he is shouting with his wife, or shouting with children, or shouting with somebody, or doing his work, or taking a case, or arguing a case in the court or not. Yes, sir. Any disturbance? Any disturbance?
Okay. No.
I can go ahead, right?
Yes.
So when you call somebody over the mobile phone, only you want to ask him, where are you? He will say, please call me. Where are you? Come on, yeah, wherever I am, what's your problem? Please tell me. This is how the problem starts. And nobody understands nowadays how you are located, how you are monitored, how you are followed. For example, suppose all of us are now scattered throughout India, but we are assembled in a hall in Vijayawada or in Telangana, Hyderabad, wherever it is. All the 300 persons or 500 persons will come under one umbrella. That umbrella is the next tower available in the location, which is the connecting device for all the 500 mobile phones for making outgoing calls and receiving incoming calls and sending messages, receiving messages. So the movement of 500 persons can be monitored, tracked, followed 24/7 by any agency, especially the government agencies, with the help of a mobile tower. Suppose you start from your house. You are starting from one mobile tower and you are moving away for about 2 kilometers. Automatically, you are switching yourself under the cover of another tower by way of your mobile phone. So you are under the cover of next tower like that. You are traveling about 20 kilometers or 25 kilometers. Whatever the towers you are crossing, you are going under the monitor of all the 4-5 towers where your presence is entered. Especially if you make a call, receive a call, or send any message through your travel, all your complete movement of your travel is recorded, can be recorded minute by minute by using the tower. Suppose you are traveling from one place to another place. The same thing happens when you are crossing all the toll plazas. When you cross a toll plaza, your vehicle number is entered electronically, recorded into your device, the time of your entry, the time of your exit, then the next time of your entry into the another toll plaza. You might have read in newspapers that some offenders commit an offense, escape through a toll plaza and bypass the route, go into a different route and come and join in the highway. So still it can be tracked, monitored, how they skipped the way, went into the bypass, under what and all the towers he has bypassed through that area, and how he came and joined the highway finally. So every person's movement is now become a digital footprint with the help of a mobile phone or any other device. We are all purchasing cars nowadays. All the cars are connected through apps, especially the Chinese making cars. You are connecting your Bluetooth with your car. You keep on making calls, receiving calls, and the device is able to tell your location and your map. Everything is recorded in your car itself. There is also a dash camera which is provided nowadays. Your inside movements in the car itself can be recorded. And you have 360-degree sensors and cameras in all cars, so that you are traveling, not only you are traveling of the route, but your behavior, your attitude. If it is going to be a road rage, how you are going to misbehave or to behave with them can be recorded in the form of video and audio. Leave alone the offense committed. Now the police officers are given with body cameras. The body cameras are also connected through the cyberspace to the headquarters. So like in America and other places, the body camera will start recording the activities of a police officer, interaction with the other third person, and the entire conversation can be recorded. That can be still produced as a piece of evidence if at all it is going to be required in the court. Now I want to tell you one more thing. How many types of offenses come out is a different subject. I just initially started saying that how we started losing our privacy. There will be a say in the villages. If you want to victimize somebody or if you want to take revenge against anybody, there are some kind of special prayers. They will go to the village deities, pray, they will cut the coins, throw it to four corners, or they will go for witch hunt and they will do black magic, everything to take revenge against their enemy. Nowadays, you don't have to do anything. You want to take revenge against anybody, when you are sitting in a crowd, you just take the mobile phone of that person, keep it in your pocket and start walking away. In another 10-15 minutes, he'll become mad. Because he will not be able to call anybody, he will not be able to converse with anybody, he will not be able to do anything. All our works are now done through cyberspace. Ordering medicines, ordering food, booking flight tickets. You keep on purchasing medicines from a particular company, your disease and other data are available with the medical company. That medical company who are providing you the medicines will have a clear track record of your illness, for what illness you purchased this medicine, for how long you purchased, and what is the money you paid. Again, you are paying the money also through your debit card or GPay. It may sound funny, but imagine for purchasing a tender coconut or a mango or anything from a street vendor, even for 20 rupees nowadays, we are swiping. We are entering into the QR code, making GPay. So all your expenses are available as data to the concerned department. Apart from that, a street vendor who is selling tender coconut, his income is also brought into the account. Since it is directly deposited to the bank account, he is also likely to be brought under the IT scanner. This is what the latest amendment of the Income Tax Act is going to do. They want to bring everybody under the lens of income tax by taking into account of what is the expense they are making, what is the income they are getting. Because nothing can be escaped. Everything is recorded. You are purchasing a ticket through online. You are purchasing food through online. You are purchasing medicine through online. Each and every person. In cities, you are hiring Ola, Uber. Like so many companies are entered. You are also booking online autos. All your payments are made through GPay or through cards. If you are hiring a particular Ola or Uber every day, the place of your pickup, the place of your dropping, and all the other activities, what you have done in between, will be at the hands of the driver. He knows your route, where you were picked up, where you were dropped, and what was for mode of payment. So everyday movement, suppose you are going daily to your office for about 20 days, 25 days in a car, rented car, that data is available with the taxi company. These data are becoming their wealth, and those data are sold to so many agencies where your privacy is selling at pieces. It is sold at pieces. And you cannot go and challenge that you are selling my data. So data breaching is another area of a cyber offense. So in order that we'll have to bring the data protection bill, which has not been given effect so far. Data protection bill is concerned, the government itself is not clear, either the union government or the state government. Each and every person is blinking because the cyber crime is concerned. Each and every day it is getting evolved on its own and then entering into every field. We must try to understand. I have been canvassing almost for the past 15, 20 years. Don't give anything to the public free of cost. There is no such thing called free of cost, especially like a poor country in India. When WhatsApp was introduced into the country, I gave a lecture in the Supreme Court of India that WhatsApp is going to make addict. WhatsApp is going to become an addiction to the whole population, not only India, but throughout the world. When it is introduced in India, there must be an agreement between any government, that was either the previous government or this government, that regarding the privacy is concerned, what is the promise given by WhatsApp is only one thing, that is end-to-end encryption. What is end-to-end encryption, you must be knowing. Whenever you open your WhatsApp, you go to private setting. In the private settings, there will be a promise given by the WhatsApp, end-to-end encryption is assured. Once you open that, you will be able to see some 60 numbers in that. That is the encryption. Suppose you open another mobile phone of your friend or any relative, you compare both names and keep your phone over that and scan it. Once if all the numbers are matched, it is sure that the communication there is some disturbance there. So it will assure you that the end-to-end communication is promised to you. Any message, I don't get it, sir. What is that? There are a lot of disturbances. Can we?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the disturbance which came in between? So the end-to-end encryption promised by the company is the instigation of everything. Since it is promised that once you send any communication to the other number, the moment it is received, you see the blue tick. That means it is delivered. And also they have given another option. If you right-click the message and see that, there will be one thing called info. If you see that info, that will show you at what time it was delivered first and whether it was read or not. If it is showing that it is read, still there are facilities in WhatsApp that you can retain the message for 1 day or 1 month or 15 days, and then each and every time you can switch it, clear it off. And you can also save the videos and audios in your folder. You make a video call by using WhatsApp. Again, the moment the video call is finished, there won't be any trace or record even at the service of the WhatsApp. If anything has to be produced as a piece of evidence, WhatsApp is not in a position to produce the piece of evidence before the court as a piece of evidence. For which, what is the privacy agreement entered with the company when they came into India? The Supreme Court and many high courts have requested the WhatsApp company, Facebook company, and other places about how you are going to help the court. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. So still they are not able to help the court and try to defend themselves that the technology does not permit us to produce the evidence. Going one step further, one more company has come, it's called Signals. One more company has come called Signals. Signal is also maintaining the same technology. And WhatsApp has not come forward before the Supreme Court or any other court by making a promise that we will submit the data. During the COVID period, when there was panic and other things, like sending messages that so many people are killed in South, in Chennai, like that, the messages were spread by using WhatsApp throughout India. So at that time, they came before the court and said, we restrict the facility of forwarding the messages only to 5 persons at the same time. Are you aware of that? All my friends, still either a message or a video or audio can be sent to thousands of devices at the same time. Are any one of you aware of it? Still we will be thinking that we can forward the messages only to 5 numbers at the same time. If you go and check up in the WhatsApp settings, something is called a broadcast list. Suppose you create a broadcast list and connect all the numbers which are available in your mobile phone, say about 2000 numbers. All the 2000 numbers can be divided into minimum 8 to 9 groups of broadcasting list. That broadcasting list, each and every list can have 256 numbers. Suppose you have 1500 members in your mobile phone. All that can be divided into 5 or 6 groups of broadcast list. Moment you select a video or audio, or you want to telecast something, broadcast something, you can just forward it to one group, one by one, 5 to 6 groups. Within 5 minutes or within 3 minutes, you can share any audio, video messages to 1500 members. Whatever the promise they have given before the Supreme Court is now bypassed like this. So you cannot prevent any person from spreading any bad message or violent messages which is connected either with religion or with law and order or with government or some riot. Anything is under the hands of the corporate companies who are running the devices and the apps. For example, why I'm taking WhatsApp, after the entry of WhatsApp, what and all is possible for anybody, for any country, for any group, only after the introduction of the WhatsApp. And we must all try to understand, my brothers and sisters, that WhatsApp facility, Google facility, Facebook facility, Signals and other things is not at all available in China. China has restricted everything. They have their own version. They don't have Google. They don't have WhatsApp. They don't have Signals. By going through the maps, you can pinpoint and see the person where he stands. There is one more app. You must have seen the advertisements made in paper. It's called Watch 3 Words. Please note down this app. It's called Watch 3 Words. This Watch 3 Words. Watch 3 words. The Google Map. Google Map will lead you and take you to one particular place. If the map is proper. If the Google Map is not proper, you must have experienced how you will land in trouble. But this app, What 3 Words, divides each and every location into squares of 5 to 10 square feet. For example, if you are sitting in your house, you are in your bedroom. Your bedroom can be divided into 5 or 6 blocks. That particular pinned location will generate a 3 word. That 3 word will denote to person exactly in your bedroom where you are sitting, not in your house. Your own bedroom will be divided into so many blocks, and the exact block where you are sitting will generate one particular 3 words that is called Watch 3 Words. So, in order to track a person, in order to see his privacy, even within the house where he is sitting can be tracked, monitored, and pinpointedly he can be chosen with his location. This is the facility given by the What 3 Words app. Sorry, extremely sorry. So when your privacy is sold into pieces, when all the data are available with the corporate countries, corporate companies, what is the privacy we have? And what are all the nature of offenses we are undergoing? Since I told you that everything is connected through computers, all the offenses are committed only based on computer. Phishing, stealing your data, stealing your identity, stealing your phone account, bank account number, your password. We all have one facility, brothers, that we all go and park our car, lock the car with the help of a remote key, and go into a different place, come back and take the car. Some young technocrats in Bangalore who were sitting on the compound wall of a park started intercepting the code which is sent to the car where the device is fixed with the key. That code was intercepted by those individuals and they were able to reproduce it. After the man leaves his car, they send the same code, open the car, started stealing everything in Bangalore. Even when your remote key is not safe, anything can be intercepted. You start using your debit card or credit card, the field of cloning came. When you insert your debit card into a machine, your numbers were cloned in the machine in a device with them. That cloned numbers will be immediately sent to the hackers and they will produce a duplicate card within 2-5 minutes. And by using the card, the exact password you have entered into that can be used by them to withdraw money. That is why the chip card facilities and other things were introduced in order to prevent those type of frauds. But the problem exists. The moment your money is taken in any manner, either by phishing or from your credit card or debit card or from any other device, the money which is stolen from your account will be transferred into so many accounts within 3 to 5 minutes. The persons who are facilitating will be called as money. Again, some disturbance is coming. money mules. Those money mules will hold your money for some time and transfer the money to the account numbers given to so many foreign countries, tax havens, and your money will be transferred within 5 minutes. Even if you are going to trace out and find the culprit, you will not be in a position to bring back the money because the money is already transferred to your safe haven. St. Kitts Island, Panama Island, Vanuatu, wherever Lalit Modi is now sitting, with a passport given by that country. He purchased the citizenship for about 1 crore of Indian value rupee. He was not able to be extradited. Now the Vanuatu government has revoked his passport. He has approached the court. So like that, so many money mules who were sitting in foreign countries will be receiving your monies, and the money lost will never can be returned. So once it happens, the problem and the burden goes to the investigating agency. Though the wide power has been given under Information Technology Act,
Voice lost, sir. Voice lost.
it's happening. Any offense committed by any person anywhere in the world can be booked under Information Technology Act. Because there is no jurisdiction for Information Technology Act. Either an Indian or a foreigner, either by sitting in India or sitting anywhere in the globe, can commit any offense under the Information Technology Act.
బాబు మీరు ఎవరో మైక్ ఆపండి బాబు మధ్యలో. సార్ ప్లీజ్ ప్రొసీడ్ సార్.
Yeah, in that case, all the facilities available for the investigating agencies to pinpoint the person and book an offense. But whether the money lost can be refunded or not is the $1 million question. Because it has already transferred into hands, changed into hands. That is why the money mules are paid a paltry sum for a short term for holding the money in their account. So neither a debit card or a credit card or any GPay, everything is not safe. You keep on paying through your GPay. Somebody is stealing your phone. The very habit of our persons are keeping the password or noting the passwords in the mobile phone itself. Suppose you have a face reading ID, then it is little safe. Or if you have a particular password, it is little safe. But the way of entering the passwords nowadays, advised by the companies, are very, very, very complicated. Suppose you keep on maintaining one password for all the apps and devices, that will not work. They will ask you to have separate passwords for separate apps. Means how many passwords you can keep in your memory. So you need the support of another device to maintain your password. Once you lose that device, all your password goes. Then the password also changing into hands. What is safe? What is with us? We have transferred everybody to the devices. The device is changing into hands. And the hacking keeps on going. Law agencies cannot monitor each and every citizen of the country, especially 120 crores. When 90 crores of the people are connected with the internet, is it possible to monitor each and every person? So without knowing what is technology, what is the protection, everybody has been given with the time bomb. Everybody is keeping the time bomb in their pocket. Without knowing, it keeps on tickling. Either your money goes, or your data goes, or everything goes. Especially the youngsters, by using the WhatsApp, Instagram, and other things, keep on recording everything and keep on posting. For example, for the past 2-3 days, I'm seeing so many reels and shots. Ranu, Bombay Ki Ranu, something, a song. A Ranu, Bombay Ki Ranu, one song, a folk song in Telugu has been recreated, enacted by millions and millions of youngsters. That is posted on short reels. For the purpose of fun, when you record something, those recordings, those spaces available like photos, can be taken by any third person with the criminal intent and start using that to commit offenses. That is called the deepfake technology. What is deepfake technology? Any photo or video of a person, especially of celebrities or politicians or even Prime Minister of the country or a Chief Minister of the state, can be taken and that can be manipulated either with the voice or motion to present as if they've spoken, they have acted, they have walked, they have danced. In that sense, a precious moment of a person's photo or a video is enough to use the technology called deep fake technology to create a person's presence without his presence, without his involvement, without his movement, to show that as if he was there, he spoke something and he did something. And the evidence is concerned, if there is going to be a criminal activity based on that, it will be very, very tough for that person to come and prove that I am not the person. Because the Information Technology Act says, if you have taken due diligence to prevent yourself from misusing of any of your devices or anything, still it will be presumed and assumed that you are the person who did the act. That is why you should not even give your mobile phone to somebody for any use. I'll tell you one case which took place in Tamil Nadu. A person was traveling in an auto. The auto driver requested the passenger to give his mobile phone to make an urgent call. After parking the car, he went and made a phone call to somebody, came and returned the phone to the passenger. Next day, the passenger received a call from Hosur police station for an inquiry for a murder case. He was afraid. What happened? He was recollecting all his memories, where he went, what he did, everything. He could only remember and recollect his memory that he gave his phone only to the auto driver. So he went and tried to find out the auto driver. He could not do it. Police was persistently compelling him to come and appear the inquiry. I sent a junior along with the mobile phone to the police station, where it was found a person who was murdered on the day happened to be the son of a sub-inspector. Received a phone call from that particular number on that particular day. So this person was doubted. His involvement was suspected. Then he said, I gave the phone to the auto driver. Then auto driver was also nabbed. When he was brought into the police station, he just revealed that he tried that number. Instead, when he tried that number, he got a message, it's a wrong number. He cut the call. So he made a mistake by pressing a wrong number of the last digit. By pressing the last digit by mistake, that made him to appear for a murder case inquiry. Luckily, the police people were able to understand that the mistake committed by the auto driver is pressing a wrong number, especially in the last digit. Both of them were let off. You keep your phone anywhere on the table, go out and come back. How do you know that it was not opened by somebody, whether it was used to send some message or to make a obnoxious phone call to some agencies? Again, your own phone, if it is not protected by password, if it is not protected by Face ID, you cannot even keep your mobile phone on the table. And by using the WhatsApp and other things, how many selfies are taken? The selfie has become a mania. Sorry. The selfie has become an addiction. The selfie.
Sir, voice lost, sir.
Yeah, again and again the mic goes off. Now?
Yes, coming, sir.
I don't know.
Video also lost, sir. Video lost, sir.
Video?
Video is not coming, sir.
Video is not there?
Sir.
మెయిన్ టీమ్ లో రావట్లేదు సార్, వస్తుంది వీడియో వస్తుంది.
You are not getting my video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I could see my face.
Not, sir.
Sir?
Oh, sir, it seems your camera is off, sir.
I'm able to view his video.
Yeah, video is there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So the habit of taking the selfie is a kind of narcissism. Narcissism is, you will be all knowing what is narcissism. Narcissism is a Greek word where a person, at the time of his birth, he was told that he is going to be the man, he is going to rule the world. He is a masculine person of the earth. By believing those words, he will never move from any place. He will be constantly sitting on place, watching his own face. He will be always watching his face in the mirror. Even if you go to a river also, on the streams and other places, he will start seeing his face. He will pour oil in the vessel, and start seeing his own face. He started glorifying by believing that he was the Mako man and no other person has gone so far, competing. Like that, he was sitting for about 50 years, 60 years. He did not marry. He did not move with anyone. By plunging into a river, he committed suicide. That is why the phraseology came into use called the narcissism. Narcissism means by seeing your own face that you are always thinking, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. The symptom, the addiction of the narcissism is reflected by way of taking selfies. The kind of taking the selfie picture is another area of selling your privacy. Any photo which is taken, you could go and verify in Google, especially in your folders. If you click any photo which is taken, you could see the time, date, and the place, and what is the lens used, what is the aperture used for taking the photograph, and especially that longitude and latitude also will be seen in the photo. Have anyone of you noticed this, sir, please? Have anyone of you noticed this? I'm just asking. Have anyone of you noticed this, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you go and verify your photo in the Google, that will give you the history of the photo taken at what place, at what time, by what is the aperture used and what is the lens used. If you use an iPhone, that will show whether you use the front camera or back camera. That will show everything. And one thing you might have not seen, there is one more icon in that called adjust. If you press that adjust button, you can change the date, you can change the place, you can change the time. So even if you are investigating a case by using a photo, by using the Google app, still a clever criminal can change the entire scenario. When all facilities are available for the criminals, they use the technology in a smart manner to misuse everything and to commit offenses. This is how the banking frauds. It is not only photos, all your data, which are totally distributed throughout the world, even under the Aadhaar Act. When Aadhaar was introduced, the Aadhaar Act says any breach into the Aadhaar Act will attract punishment. But all my brothers will be knowing one particular private company was given the freedom at the time of opening their mobile launch. They were given permission to collect the Aadhaar numbers. They have collected 10 crores of Aadhaar numbers by selling their mobile phones. And then somebody started questioning in the parliament how one private company can be allowed to collect 10 crores numbers that can be sold at any time to any third party. That particular company lodged an FIR saying that the data which were available with us has been stolen. And the FIR was given by that company itself. Still, that company is a leading company in the mobile field who has got a tie-up with Elon Musk now to bring Starlink into India. My brothers, I am making a very serious concern, leaving alone cybercrime. A third party like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Google, of course, it runs in the name of Sundar Pichai. Still, it is a foreign company. When they entered into India, the first casualty we given to them is our privacy, the privacy of our citizens, the whereabouts of our citizens, the spending natures of our citizens, where everything sold out. Those companies, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, like people now, they've started interfering themselves into the electoral process of those countries. Electoral process in the sense, in the previous election, the last time voters were induced by emails generated with the help of Russian spyware companies, with the help of Cambridge Analytica, a British company, and they have started sending emails defaming Hillary Clinton and changed the pattern of voting in the last 2-3 days, which was possible to bring another government by that time. And the same persons, Mark Zuckerberg, started claiming, I am the third populous man in the world. That means the population with me is first China, second India, and third Mark Zuckerberg. When they have everything, when we are connected with them in any manner, everywhere, they start dictating everything. In future, they are going to select the government. They are going to decide who is going to rule you. When Elon Musk started purchasing the Twitter, though he changed the name as X, see his behavior. In the name of American government, he got a top position in the government. He now started dictating terms to foreign countries. Now he is able to dictate even our own government to bring this car to India. And what tax should be imposed for the imports. They have started interfering into every aspect of not only our life, into running the government also. I was canvassing, I was praying and pleading in the meeting that India has got a capacity of producing so many technocrats. Every year, we are transporting how many technocrats to how many countries. Why there should not be an indigenous app competing with WhatsApp, competing with Facebook, competing with Instagram, competing with Twitter cannot be made like China. If we make our own indigenous app, something called WhatsApp, all these searching facilities will be available in the official Indian languages. Because
After the introduction of artificial intelligence, translation is nothing. Translation can be done into any world language in a matter of seconds. So you start searching anything in the search like a Google, you can enter into your own language. Now the facility is available in Google search, in Wikipedia, anywhere it is available. You can just start entering into your mother tongue. That articles are available in more than 60, 70 languages in Wikipedia, in Google. Why India should not attempt? So that we have our own indigenous search engine in our own language by using our own technocrats, so that the revenue generated can be used by our own government. They may say it is free, it's not so. When you take a connection either for any app, your phone is connected 24 hours with data. For the availability of data, you are not in a position to switch off the data mode only for using the calls and making calls and receiving calls. Almost all the mobile phones, 99% are connected with internet 24/7. That revenue, what we are giving for the connectivity, is the gold mine. That is the money spinning area for the data providers. But at the same time, under the Information Technology Act, the data providers are supposed to give the evidence to the court. They are still showing their inability by showing technology. As per the Information Technology Act, any service provider, if he is not able to give the data in respect of calls, in respect of messages, each and every service provider should maintain the call records for minimum 1 year. SMS for minimum 6 months to 1 year, I feel. When any court asks for it, they must provide the details. The data provider is not giving the details, still they are prosecutable. They are punishable. Imprisonment section is there, imprisonment clause is there, Information Technology Act. But they simply say we cannot provide you the details, for which the Parliament went to the extent, Supreme Court went to the extent of asking them, what is the agreement you have made with the government? One particular parliamentarian called Govindacharya filed a public interest litigation before the Delhi court to produce the documents in respect of the privacy agreement made between the service providers and the Union Government of India. The details are not still given. They cannot cooperate. If we keep on allowing people to keep on passing messages through WhatsApp and sharing videos through WhatsApp, and any offense is committed, either a banking fraud or an identity theft or a law and order problem or any religious problem, still they say that we are not in the position to provide the evidence because it is end-to-end encryption. That end-to-end encryption means the encryption which is created by the company at the time of sending the message. Once if it is delivered to the other end, nothing will be available in the servers of the service provider. But the Information Technology Act has got all the provisions to intercept. Even with the Starlink, along with Elon Musk, a particular condition has been imposed by our government day before yesterday that you must give the facility for interception. Once if the interception facility is given only, the lawmaking agencies, investigating agencies can intercept any doubtful communications. In the year 2019, November, there were 2 amendments made into the Information Technology Act in section 69(1) and 69(2), along with amended rules, which gave permission to the law implementing agencies, more than 10 agencies of our Indian government, ED, DRI, CBI, PRO, all other agencies are given permission by our government to monitor each and every citizen at any point of time. This amendment is made in 2019. Information Technology Act has now entered into your bedroom. All your calls can be traced, monitored, tracked with the approval of the government. If you are suspected that, especially under the UPA Act, after the judgment given by the Supreme Court, even if your person is hired for committing a murder, that is also brought under UPA Act. If the money is transferred from a foreign country, the trail is taken, the track is found, still the ED can interfere into the murder investigation and it can be tried together. That much of power has been now given to the investigating agencies. The same act in UK is called the Snoopers Chart. The Snoopers Chart was challenged by all the citizens. Some other form in UK in 2017. The Queen has given the that any citizen of United Kingdom can be monitored, tracked, and all their movement can be investigated or monitored by 48 agencies of the country. 48 agencies can have individual monitoring, individual tracking of all the citizens. That is why the entry of Pegasus came. Because Pegasus is a software produced by one company called NSO in Israel. NSO says this software we will be selling only to countries, not to individuals. Because the cost itself is more than 300 crores. Sorry. They say our clients are only countries, not individuals. By using the Pegasus, anybody's email can be hacked, anybody's mobile phone can be hacked, a message can be implanted in your device as if the message was received by you, a mail was received by you, a reply can be generated from your account and sent to anybody as if it is sent by you. That is why the Pegasus was very famous, and they promised that they were selling only to governments. And it was suspected in our country that it is used against Supreme Court judges, governors, one particular minister of that government, and so many journalists. The warning was given by one whistleblower group that went up to the Supreme Court. Of course, Supreme Court appointed a panel to inquire into it under the head of one retired justice of the Supreme Court. They made a complete inquiry and gave a report. We must very cautiously read the report, my brothers. We gone through the equipments given to us. The equipments given to us from which we cannot trace and find out any infiltration is the report given by the panel. But at the last leg of the report, it was still mentioned by His Lordship, I think Justice Ravindran, that we did not get the necessary cooperation from the government. Leave alone which government it is. Whatever the government. Bureaucracy is bureaucracy. That was the report submitted by the justice, that we did not get the cooperation from the government in order to investigate the whole issue. So the Pegasus like software, when it is possible even to find a person with the high caliber, a celebrity, a prime minister or vice president or cabinet minister, Supreme Court judges. I was telling in the Supreme Court in my meeting, in the future, judgments will be written by somebody and you will have to be in a position only to put your signatures, because you will be monitored, you will be tracked, you will be blackmailed. And finally, At the time of those arguments, the union government was forced to accept before the Supreme Court. Earlier, they were maintaining a stand that we have not used any spyware. But again, they said we use it for military purposes. We use it for military purposes, but it is not Pegasus. If it is not Pegasus, what was the spyware used? They were not able to tell us, but it is strongly believed is another spyware produced by a competitor company of the same Israel called Cygate. Cygate is suspected to be believed that is used by the government against all these persons. In a famous case in UK, where the ruler of the UAE, United Arab Emirates, the king, Mr. Mohammed Rashid bin Al Maktoum is his long name. Mohammed Rashid bin Al Maktoum. He is 72 years old. His estranged wife went on, her name is Haya. She went all the way from Dubai to UK and settled there. Reason being that there were harassment by the husband. He wanted to take away the 2 female child born to him through that princess. When she went and stayed in her own estate, he tried to send drones. He tried to send helicopters to pick up the children. But at the same time, she filed a suit in the United Kingdom's court alleging that he is using Pegasus software to hack into my mobile phone and also the mobile phones of my counsels. So the British government went to the extent of giving a stay against the King of United Arab Emirates and also made a strong note in the judgment that this particular spyware is used to track and monitor the princess, and even her counsel's phone were hacked. In order to see into that his wife is not going away from him, his estranged wife, finally he made some 550 million settlement to her. He went to the extent of purchasing a spyware for 300 crores to monitor her. But without anything, now our own government has given permission to 10 important departments to spy anybody. Only thing, they have to get the permission from the Home Department, get a GO for that, the gazette notification, then only they can try to monitor. But would you believe even in dreams that all the law enforcing agencies will follow all the formalities? Any government which feels that somebody is against them, they will start using. Still, they will start monitoring, tracking that person's movement. No person can move without sending a notification to the other side, either an investigating agency or any competing field. Everybody is under monitoring. Everybody is under track. When the net is so close like that, what and all the types of offenses committed through cybercrime? Endless. Banking fraud. All of us assembled here have received in your lifetime minimum 10 to 15 times or 20 times inquiring about your bank details. They'll make a call. They'll say, I'm calling from State Bank of India. Your account is not operable for some time. We are going to close your account. So we'll send a link. You click the link and give the details. The moment you start giving your details, then they'll send you an OTP. He will ask for the OTP. Once if you share the OTP, next moment all your money will be withdrawn. As I explained to you, it will be sent to the money mules. The money mules will transfer the money to tax haven countries, and we will be never in a position to get the money back. If a banking fraud is going like that, misusing the identity, sexual harassment, blackmailing, and spreading rumors about the government, about some epidemic, anything else, where do we stand? Where do we stand? Is it possible for a country to monitor each and every citizen of the country 24/7 what he's doing. See, the problem for the law investigating agencies, we have police force. The police force is not given with proper technology or not parted with knowledge, not parted with education in respect of the cyber field. They are just put into the field and we make them to go and find out on your own. They don't know the technology. They don't know anything about the devices. They don't know how to get the encryptions. They don't know how to take out the digital footprints. When everything is new for this generation, especially the generation who are 20 to 25 years old, are little aware of what is happening, including Supreme Court judges, High Court judges, are not so familiar with the technology. That is why when the 2G inquiry was going in the Supreme Court openly started asking, we have been monitoring the case on a day-to-day basis, but what is 2G? We don't understand. When 2G was explained to the judges, 2G is a second generation technology used only for sending messages and receiving messages. The 2G is used. Then what is 3G? 3G is third generation technology. We can still send messages, receive messages, make phone calls, and we also can upload videos. 4G is better speed with that. 5G is super speed of transforming data. So that is called the fifth generation mobile phones. All the mobile phones we are now using as fifth generation mobile phones only. So with that speed, you can transfer any film which is running for about 2.5 hours. Within 5 minutes, you can transfer. So any movie which is screened, is hacked or stolen by anybody, throughout the world, we can sell the movie within 5 minutes. That is why people are now forced to sell their movies to OTT platforms like Netflix, Amazon, and all that. It has got another minus point that without censor, they keep on selling everything, and still we are now asking for more censorship, which is brought under the OTT platform. Each and every aspect of our day-to-day activities are under the lens of a cyberspace. It is a heaven for the cyber criminals. And the latest trend we could have seen is 4 or 5 types of offenses, especially targeting the middle income groups and above income groups, upper middle class. Technology is simple. You could have seen Bombay, one particular lady was kept under digital arrest for about 2.5 months, and she was stripped away with 3.74 crores from her account. The matter is very simple. You will be receiving a phone call. Somebody will say that your bill is in excess and we are going to disconnect your phone. Then they will ask you for a link to be clicked. The moment you make a click into that link, somebody will appear in video. The video call will come that we came to understand that you are involved in the drug offenses. You are smuggling drugs. By using FedEx courier, you have started receiving drugs to your phone in your house. So in another 2 days, you will be arrested. Our police officer will come and inquire you now. Then they will tell you, take your phone, go to the room, don't allow anybody. You should be alone in the room, come in the video call. Next minute, the video will switch on. Somebody will be sitting in a uniform. The moment people see them, they will start believing, yes, a police officer has come in line. All other senses of that man or woman will not work by the time because they are under fear. Immediately he will say that you are involved in this type of offense and I'll try to release you and you please share your account number. The moment you start sharing your account number, they will be sending details to you that you transfer this amount to this account, this account, this account, this account. This particular lady from Bombay, under fear without even informing her husband, for about 2.5 months, he was constantly under the threat of those people and transferred 3.74 crores. In one lady in our city in Chennai, transferred 1.14 crore. And you must have all read in newspaper. When a call came to a man in Kerala, he opened the video. After seeing the other man in uniform, he also showed to him with his uniform, yes, yes, brother, come. I am also an inspector of police. By seeing him in the uniform as an inspector of police, the other man who called from the other side has cut off the line. He's cut off the line. There are some techniques to be dealt with them. The normal tendency is to get afraid of those calls and started answering them. I have one technique. Whenever I receive such phone calls or any messages, especially if I get a phone call, I'll start abusing them in a very bad way. Sorry to say that. Because I know the accent, the person who is calling, the detail he is asking for. The moment I receive a call, I will immediately start abusing in a bad language. Next time I won't get the number, otherwise I'll block the number. This is how they have swindled millions and millions and millions of rupees. Every day minimum. See, I read in an article, the percentage is almost 200 times in 1 year. Their target is very simple. They'll call you, they'll say that I'm so-and-so, so-and-so. There is one more thing which is called sex racket. You will receive a phone call, a video call, a link. The moment you switch on that video link, somebody will appear in the screen, especially a woman, without dress. By getting afraid that moment, you will switch it off. But they will call you again. They say that you started misbehaving with this caller and you made her to so-and-so, so-and-so. You passed rude remarks and you are going to be booked, you are going to be arrested. This has now gone to the extent of the Prime Minister of the country to address to the nation to say there is no such thing called a digital arrest. Digital arrest is going to happen in the future. Digital arrest is totally different. What is digital arrest? Digital arrest means no person can be arrested in a digital manner, especially by keeping in a room and kept under constant threat. But the digital arrest is going to happen in the future as the manner the cyberspace grows now. Because once a person is going to be disconnected, detached from all the facilities he is using, suppose a government or any law agency wants to disconnect a person, suppose he has been taken off by using his credit card, debit card, all the cards are blocked that he cannot use anything. He cannot purchase anything. He cannot book any ticket. He cannot buy even tickets because the usage of money has come very scarce now. All the digital transactions are compelled by the government that go digital, go digital, go digital. But in future, with the use of technology, any person can be digitally locked in his house. Once all the facilities are cut off, that he'll be in a position not to even move out of the house to purchase anything, since everything is plucked off from him. That will be the day which is called a digital arrest. You might have read on articles about 1,500 students from India who went and admitted themselves in unauthorized universities in America. When the university and the investigation agency came to know that they are all illegally immigrated to America by using fake documents and got illegal admissions in the universities, the local police attached all the 1,500 students with anklets in their legs. The anklets will be having chips. The chips will keep on sending messages to any person, to the law enforcing agencies about the movement of the person. So all the 1,500 people were kept in one campus not allowing them to move away from the campus till they are sent back to India. So by pledging everything here, they went and joined in the illegal institution without approval of the government and spent all their money to get a seat, finally sent back after keeping them in digital arrest for about 15-20 days. This is going to be the form of digital arrest. There is a very, very famous case. His name is Dominic Strauss-Kahn. He was the vice president of the International Monetary Fund, Dominic Strauss-Kahn. He was supposed to be the next president of the French government. When he went to America, he was charged with the misbehavior of a hotel servant. He was arrested there. After the arrest, he was fixed with an anklet in his legs and he was not allowed to move out of the campus till the case was over. After spending his all money, his wife being a lawyer, they fought the case. Finally, they were able to produce that the woman who charged the charges against this man was not maintaining a good contact. Finally, he got the relief, but he lost all his political opportunities just because of the digital arrest and the falsification of cases. Any person can be fixed by using a device. Suppose you are keeping open your Wi-Fi 24 hours without any firewall or without any password protection. A person who comes and parks his car opposite your house will be able to have the access to your Wi-Fi. If it is kept open 24 hours without any password, he can use your Wi-Fi password and start sending any message. Either it can be defamatory or any anti-religious, anti-government, anything against the sovereignty of the country. The ID will show yours only because the IP address will be yours. The IP address is the fingerprint of any device. Any message which is going out of the device will carry the IP address. So, see, even a particular citizen can be traced. You might have all read about that the Uyghur minority in China. They are about 10 crores. The government don't want them to make any resistance or revolution against the government. The Chinese government has kept all the 10 crore Uyghur minority under cyber security. The entire areas of the Xinjiang province, though it is an autonomous province, all the streets with the lamps are fitted with artificial cameras, artificial intelligence cameras. The artificial intelligence camera will keep on recording the movement of every citizen who comes out of the house. Suppose if there is going to be a gathering of 200, 300, the artificial intelligence will scan each and every person's face and find out the national identity number, like our Aadhaar number, national security number. Our Aadhaar number is equivalent to that. With that number, they can identify that particular person. Once if that particular person is identified with his movements or vociferous participation, still he can be isolated. The government can cut all the facilities, including electricity, ration, everything to him. In future, each and every government will use artificial intelligence for these type of purposes. And the Uyghur minority, even if they are buying a small weapon or butchery, to use it in the kitchen for even cutting chickens and all that, the moment you buy a weapon in any shop, they'll have an embedded code inside. That code inside should be scanned at the time of purchase. That will enter the details of the purchaser, mode of payment, his address, everything will be recorded within the weapon itself. The moment you take the weapon and enter into your house, you will have to show the weapon to the QR code fixed camera, and then only you can enter into the house. Any guest who is coming to the house, he will have to show his identity to the QR code fixed camera, then only he can enter into the house. The time of entry into the house, the time of exit from the house will be sent to the next available police station. That is called the cadets in China. It will be sent there. The moment which comes out from the kitchen, which is purchased for the purpose of cutting meat, the weapon comes out, the message will go to the next police station. This weapon is going out. Like that, the Chinese government is monitoring more than 10 crore of their own population. In Xinjiang province, the people who are called Uyghur minority, especially during this Ramzan, they are all Muslims. During this Ramzan, they cannot have any private communication. They cannot have any gatherings in the road. They cannot make any prayer in the road. Even they cannot anything write on the streets, either in the store or any place which is resembling to Arabic words, Arabic letters. In such a way they are protected. So any citizen can be monitored like that with the use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the next chapter. The next chapter, artificial intelligence, is allowing the computer to think like human. The algorithms which are used by the computer, those algorithms can be made on its own by the computer that will have the capacity of human thinking. It is very, very, very beneficial in many fields. For example, in robotic surgery. Sorry. In robotic surgery, when the artificial intelligence is used, without opening the body, a tiny part of a body can be identified by the robot with the minimum invasion. The operation will be successful. In many places, the robots, with the help of artificial intelligence, even can go into the eye and make very, very, very complicated surgeries. This can be sent to repair highly complicated machines, including satellites. But at the same time, it is going to take away the employment of the people, because the competition is, chatbot is there, Gemini is there, AI is coming, and the Starlink has called their own artificial intelligence as Grok, GROK. For example, suppose you have an Alexa in your house. You can control your temperature, you can increase the speed of your fan and reduce the fan, and also your lights can be arranged in any manner you like. And you can just keep the Alexa next, you can buy settings. And Alexa, what is the temperature today? Then the Alexa will start saying all your temperatures, even for a week. You can play any music. But once if you are going under the control of so and so, so and so, again I told you, your privacy is always at stake. So the next field of artificial intelligence is going to dictate a world. Especially Microsoft has produced a software by using artificial intelligence called Watson. By using that Watson, any question you put to that, the reply will be 90% accuracy. With 90% accuracy, you are asking any doubt about a penal law or evidence act or anything, the answer given by the Watson will be 90% accuracy in any field. Medicine also. So all the legal professionals, US doctors, are now afraid that our profession will be abducted by the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will take away the employment. The interaction between a human and another person will be totally controlled by machines. A different algorithm which cannot be even imagined by us. And if the whole world is going to come under the control of computers, we don't know which hacker will be successful in capturing the entire world. Because once if it is technically connected everywhere, it can hack into any system. And the laws which have been given by our governments are not sufficient. When you go through the Information Technology Act, we have only definitions. Almost all the offences are compoundable. Maximum punishment for maximum offences is only 3 years. It is going to be a cyber terrorism, then it is different. Each and every law has to read with only Indian Penal Code previously, now read with Information Technology Act. Read with Information Technology Act. Only the previous acts which are available alone can help you. The Information Technology Act has not given maximum punishment. You see the punishment sections starting from section 65 to section 85. Only 20-25 sections we have for punishments. All other sections are definitions. We have only 2-3 sections for privacy, invasion into privacy, for sexual harassment and other things, recording somebody's privacy, recording somebody's movements and other things are coming under Information Technology Act. Other than that, we have not much. Still, we are insufficient. At the same time, each and every citizen of this globe is under the umbrella of cyberspace and cyber gadgets. How we can overcome? We cannot overcome. The maximum we can save ourselves is having some awareness. Cyber slavery. Cyber slavery you would have read about. They are giving tourist visas. They are luring people with employment. You come to Indonesia, you come to Cambodia, we'll give you employment. They're taking all the people in a foreign country, taking away all the documents. They are made, forced, compelled, even beaten without any food. You speak in your local language to your people and induce them in a way that they participate into something. Let it be any online gambling or online trading business. Induce them, get the payment. So when somebody speaks in the mother tongue, the local language, people are easily taken for a ride. The Indian government has taken steps and efforts to bring about few hundred cyber slaves from Cambodia, Thailand and Vietnam. Still thousands and thousands are there. We are still not able to trace them. And my dear brothers and sisters, you could have seen very recently that in the name of online trading, only the educated, I underlined in red ink, only the educated are cheating themselves by participating in these type of invitations made by the cyber criminals. The example being, they will ask you to come and join a scheme. They will be inducing it that we are doing online business, online trading, share market and all that. You invest 10 lakhs, it will take you into the group. They will create so many groups and they will send you an app and that will be connected with your WhatsApp. All the groups will come under one WhatsApp and you will be in online trading under the guise of online trading. You will be parting with your money. They will be showing accounts to show that it is invested in some company. And within 5-7 days, they will show you that you got this type of benefit, profit. Once if you are going to withdraw that profit, they will not allow you to withdraw the profit because that will be sealed. And again, they will ask you to part with money, 2 lakhs. One of my very good friends who is an auditor has lost 23 lakhs. One student who was about to join a course in Edinburgh University, she was having 15 lakhs in her account. She was taken for a ride by a cyber criminal, digital arrest, threatening her that you are involved in drug trafficking. You will not be allowed. In another 2 days, you will be arrested. Within 3 days, they made her to transfer 15 lakhs into different accounts. After losing the money, she met all the trouble in her life and joined the course in Edinburgh very recently. All educated people are lewd. all the educated people are cheated by making false promises that you join the scheme. They will immediately give you an app. That app will have link with all your bank accounts. Banks are also responsible for that. Once you lose the money, you give a complaint, they will ask you to go to the court. Once you file a petition in the magistrate court and get an order to defreeze your account, because they'll freeze your account immediately, and to defreeze the account, once you get the order and approach the bank, they will say that the money is not now available. It has been transferred to various accounts. You will not be able to recover the money at all. I have 3, 4, 5 cases in my hand as reference where they have lost 28 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 1 crore like. Though there is an order by the magistrate court, still the money cannot be refunded into the account because by using the money mules that has transferred hands, gone to foreign countries. So digital slavery, digital online fraud, the government of India is now making a hue and cry about that. Prime Minister is addressing. There is a national portal for complaint, having that number 1930 24/7, the national portal for registering cybercrime offences 24/7. There is a provision. Now you can make a call to 1930, register your complaint. After registering the complaint, they will forward it to the local police, and the local police will register an FIR and call you for inquiry. And if at all anything available which is left, they will try to trace it and find out. As I told you, once if the money is transferred to so many accounts, the police will never be in a position to recover the money and give it back. So where do we stand? They decide everything. They do everything with the help of technology, with the help of devices. Still we hold the devices. The devices are with us, but the functioning of the devices, the control over the devices are not with us. Because the technology is surpassing everything. When we do not know the technology, a person who was indulged himself during the COVID in a private act with another lawyer, and the camera was open. He did not even know that the camera was open. He was misbehaving. That was recorded by the High Court of Chennai. Both of them were lawyers. He was punished, imposed with a fine of 25 lakhs for his mischievous activity. You might have all seen, whenever any FIR is uploaded into the computer system, which relates to the sexual offences against women, when that particular section is mentioned, the system will not allow the FIR to be downloaded because the national integrated system now allows all the FIR should be online. All the FIR should be online. But certain offences related to women, not to disclose their identity and all that, the FIR could not be seen. In a particular case in Tamil Nadu, when the latest act was not incorporated with the computer, when they started uploading the offence with the old IPC offences, since it is not correlating with the latest act, the FIR was managed to be downloaded by some of the private individuals and also by some journalists in the Anna University case. So once the FIR was leaked, the identity of the girl who was involved in the offence, the victim's identity was disclosed to the public. So the High Court on suo motu went and imposed a fine of 25 lakhs against the government of Tamil Nadu for not able to maintain the record. The National Information Center, NIC, came to rescue and said, since both the acts are not correlating, since there is a gap between these two offences, these two acts, the computer was not in the position to block the FIR from the public vicinity. A small technical mistake has led into a so Very big problem for the government, law enforcing agency, and also an embarrassment to the court. Finally, 25 lakhs has been awarded to the girl, victim girl, for her identity was disclosed without any motive. So we have all protections, all facilities. Once you start using any device, you should know what is firewall. You should know what is password. You should know how to protect it, where to go, how to use it, how much can be used, what we need, what is our need. Nobody knows what is the need. Everybody starts using everything because it's given. Any app you download, have you ever noticed? There will be blocks and blocks coming. Accept, 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 accept. We keep on clicking all accepts. After that, so many apps will have permission from you to context. That will just with your context available in your mobile phone by giving yes, accept to the particular app. Like that, so many apps have entered into the privacy of man. Many apps can switch on your camera without your knowledge. Then you are conversing with somebody. That app can switch on your audio mic, start recording your calls. So far, everybody was thinking that iPhone is very, very safe. iPhone calls cannot be recorded. Very recently, if you have made any update into your iOS, in your iPhone, please kindly note it. Moment you make a call, you could see in the corner an icon will start blinking like that. One arrow will keep on going like this. Once you click that, that will show you the call is recorded. The next second, the caller also will be intimated with voice. Your call is being recorded. I don't know why the facility is given by iPhone. Because iPhone is believed to be a very, very protected phone. Even iPhone has given the facility. A phone like this is a Nokia phone for 3,000 rupees. A phone like this has having got a facility to record all your calls. Please remember, whenever you make a call to anybody, all your calls are recorded. Whenever you make a video call, that video call also can be recorded by undisclosed apps, because we don't know for what apps we have given permission to convert our camera open anytime with the command given by the particular app. So whatever we speak, either with your son or with your daughter or your mother or father or any friend, any manner, please note it that we are not living in the world in the secrecy. You don't have privacy. That must be written in your brain on your own 24/7. I am not alone. Somebody is watching me. Somebody is monitoring. Somebody is tracking me. Can be either a government agency or a cyber criminal. A cyber criminal will loot my money. Government will infiltrate into my privacy. Find out who I am. Especially if you are traveling very often to foreign nations. Hereafter, your YouTube accounts also will be taken into account. Suppose you keep on giving any programs in YouTube against any government, or you start criticizing much about UK or USA government, at the time of given visa, YouTube accounts are also verified nowadays to verify whether you are a danger to that country in any manner. So, with all this trouble and difficulty, I'm getting more and more cough. I'm very sorry that I'm not able to in my full flow. At the same time, by taking this opportunity, what I would like to convey to the society, especially for the lawyers, judiciary, police officers, judges, we are all dealing with them. We are not negotiating with them. We are trying to get relief for the people. Especially, I pity myself very much to the police officers because the police officers are not given proper training. They are not given with proper facility. The technology they need, the technology they require, not given to them. Earlier, only in the rank of inspector of police alone can record an FIR. Assistant commissioners alone can record an FIR under Information Technology Act. Later, after the amendment, it was now brought into effect that any station officer can record a statement and register an FIR. So even to register an FIR, it has taken almost 10 years. Under Information Technology Act, any complaint recorded, if it is involved with the technology, then immediately it has to be referred to the cyber wing. The cyber wing should have all the facilities. I am very sure that Telangana and Andhra combined together at the time of Chandrababu Naidu, it was taken into effect that everything almost was connected through cyberspace as a pioneer. I think that combined Andhra Pradesh was the first government to give the facility of going through everything under the internet and find out the details, including the pata number, survey number, locality of a property, everything like that. Later only it was followed by other states. But still we have so many backward states who have not even know what is a computer, how it works. Nobody knows. If I ask anybody, I don't know how it works. I can only say what happens by using a computer. I can say only what is going to be a threat by using a 3D printer. By using a 3D printer, if you keep on giving commands to the 3D printer, you can produce either a weapon or a monoblock, even a gun. A gun can be manufactured by using a 3D printer. So even a student can take out a gun from the 3D printer and he can start it using either for threatening or to make petty offenses. We are living dangerously. We are living dangerously. The only act we have is Information Technology Act. No country, including United States of America and the most developed European countries, do not have a full law in respect of cyber offenses and cyber crimes are concerned, because every day one new offense is coming. The Australian government has given an advertisement very recently and a notification very recently. It's called reverse pornography. Reverse pornography means, suppose two individuals indulge in any private act, have any relationships, and the single individual, after parting ways, start using the photographs and other details and try to blackmail the person who is a victim, should give their nude photo to the Australian police. The person who is a victim should give their nude photo to the Australian police. The Australian police, by going through all the resolutions, will compare your photo with the photo published by the cyber criminal, whether both are same. If it is going to be the same, the government itself, with the help of police, will start deleting all the photos and videos in order to protect your future. It has become a job of the government to receive a nude photo and delete nude photos. But the persons concerned, did they ever get the permission from the police to go in a privacy? Did they ever get the permission from the government that we are going to book a room and going to have our privacy? You have gone on your own will. After losing yourself, somebody started blackmailing you by using a nude photo. But the government is under compulsion. Get your nude photo in order to save you. This is the steps taken by Australian government. What Indian government can do, the youngsters, especially 13 to 20, from 13 to 20, the way they indulge in themselves by misusing the devices. They sleep with the device, they get up with the device, they eat with the device, they dine with the device, they go everywhere with the device. They keep on sharing personal details. Even if they go to the restaurant also, they take the photo of all the items ordered. And what is the bill paid? And this is my birthday. And this is my mummy's birthday. Everything they share. In a WhatsApp, if you are a member, I'll tell you finally, if you are a member in minimum 10 groups of WhatsApp, you are not private. If you are a member in minimum 5 to 10 groups of a WhatsApp, almost all the members in the WhatsApp know what you eat, when you will eat, what is your personal taste, what is your God, what is your religion, which government you are supporting, whom you are going to vote, what chapel you are wearing, what watch you are wearing, what type of hotels you visit. Everything will be shared without your own knowledge. Because very casually we start sharing information without knowing what is to be shared and what not to be shared. Everything is in a public domain. Everybody is leading a life under digital nudity. The digital nudity, I repeatedly say, is you don't know, you don't have anything in your hand. You cannot control the devices. It is not under your control. Then what is your control? The control should be in your subconscious. Your subconscious should always warn you what I'm going to do, really legal or illegal, whether it is going to benefit you in any manner or not. What is the law implementing agencies, whether they can save me or not. What I'm doing is either against the nation or against the society or against an individual, or it is going to be a self-inflicting injury. Self-inflicting injury means the weapon is with you. You are causing injury to you, your mind, your economy, your body, yourself, all manners. This is why I repeatedly used to address the gatherings, we are digitally naked. The nudity should be covered how? With knowing little law, with knowing the provisions, not the exact provisions, by knowing what's happening around the world and having the consciousness in the subconscious, always to be alert, aware, and to have, not to have greedy attentions towards everything. You should restrict your mind. I need this, I have this, enough for me. God has given me enough. I don't want more money. You see, in all cyber crimes, you see the people who have lost the money are all upper middle class, well educated, highly qualified. They know they want to gamble. Any middle class person cannot gamble, because once he loses everything, his whole life will be lost. A woman, if she's not careful, if a woman is not going to be careful, he loses everything. How many cases are coming? Because the cinemas are continuously teaching. The television serials are continuously teaching. The OTT platforms are continuously teaching without much censor. Moreover, the apps are following. The apps are teaching. You are becoming a member of each and every app without knowing. Once if it is given free of cost. Once if it is given free of cost, they'll say one for me, one for my father, one for my sister, one for my uncle, one for my cousin. And they create their own group. Even persons who are living in the same apartment in 5 blocks, they have 10 groups. Classmate group, classmate group, party group, walking group. How many groups? Once you start collecting 1,000 rupees for a connection, then all the groups will go. But these apps decide our future. These apps decide our health. These apps, by having all your data, decide what medicine you should have. Those days it was told you have morning breakfast sugar 100 to 120, it is normal. Once if it is brought down from 120 to 100, 80 to 100 is the normal. In a single day, the world started meeting minimum 100 crore people with diabetes because of that one announcement. American Diabetic Society says something. Indian Diabetic Society says something. So including your health, suppose you keep on buying medicines, your medical records, if you go for an operation, if you go for insurance, all your details are collected. These data are sold. How it is sold? Suppose you are a member in any club. You see how many messages you are receiving. This is a special privilege only for the members of this club. Those days, wherever you are going and participating in any dinner or any free concert like that, they'll be asking you to drop your visiting cards. Those visiting cards will be used. Now, if you go purchase anything from any shop, they will ask your mobile number. Then you'll start continuously receiving messages from the particular shop. Like that only, our medical records are now available with corporate companies. After COVID, now it is almost 6 years over, including the doctors. Nobody knows what was the virus and what is the virus which is responsible to especially affect the lung system of each and every person. The cough which comes persists with minimum 2 months and that doesn't go away. You can find out now throughout India, it is like a season. Everybody has got a cough after COVID that doesn't go for 2 months. For me, it's 1 month, 10 days. After taking so much of medicines, it's not still going. So what is the special kind of virus? Either detectable or undetectable or implanted. If it is implanted, for what purpose? What kind of medicine sold only for that particular thing? The mafia, not only medical mafia, judicial mafia, all mafias are controlling us. We are all victims to the circumstances. We are victims to the technology. We are victims for not being aware. We will be victims if we are not aware even after this. So the message should be, normally I used to be very funny and very jovial in nature. But unfortunately, I'm not able to in my full flow because of the little trouble. Because I was requesting my friend from US onwards that we'll have it one day like that. It has passed for more than 3 months. So I thought he should not mistake me that I'm avoiding him. I voluntarily forced myself into today's lecture. But though there are little difficulties, I think I should have covered some of the areas preliminarily without going into much details. But what can I say? My endeavor is only to create more awareness, because not to discuss much law on it. Because once if you go into the law, the definitions are there. As I told you, only 20 to 25 punishment sections. All other laws are integrated with the Information Technology Act. The Information Technology Act itself is not sufficient. It still requires more. With technical details, we have to impart the knowledge and training to all the police officers. We have to impart the knowledge and training to the judicial officers. Each and every judicial officer should know the nuances of the offenses, not the sections, not the definitions. How an offense is committed, what is the technology used, how somebody is cleverly cheated, how the device is used as a weapon, how the device is knowingly or unknowingly made to be used as a weapon. That knowledge is important. When the government has got enormous funds, as I requested, why you always lean with foreign companies? Create something indigenous, equivalent to Google, equivalent to WhatsApp. Suppose WhatsApp is made an indigenous software available in 22 official languages only for Indians. Even if you charge 500 rupees per month, that is going to be a gold mine for the government. Somebody is looting our economy. Somebody is looting our money. And as I told you, this conglomerate is going to rule the world. They are going to dictate the terms. They are going to decide the elections. They are going to decide the leaders. You take it from me. Companies like WhatsApp, companies like X, previous Twitter, who are running all this, will try to be the boss one day. They will try to rule the world. Then the real democracy will be lost. The citizenship will become a bad one. Because every man will be digitally enslaved. Once if you are digitally enslaved, the meaning citizen will go away from the dictionary. That is the future threat. That is the growing trend. That is the growing threat. We, citizens like lawyers, who are always interacting with people, we should take it as a first job to create the awareness first. To teach them. To teach them first, we must know what it is. Then to part the knowledge with the people who are not having the facility with them. So in small towns like small gatherings like Lions Club, Rotary Club and other meetings, this should become a first job to teach awareness. I am doing free of cost to so many clubs. Almost for the past 20 years, I would address minimum 500 times, 700 times, also in the media. So whenever opportunity is available to me, I go to the media and discuss with them, speak in simple Tamil and explain how it is happening. So in all our mother tongue, please take it as a job. Address in the local media. Daily watch what is happening. There is one thing called Google News. Whenever time permits, just go and scroll it. For 5 minutes, you'll be knowing what's happening in the world throughout 24 hours. Each and every caption of the news and other things happening will show you 2 hours ago, 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, it will be mentioned there. Nobody knows that this particular integration was done by a student from Bangalore named Krishna Bharat. Krishna Bharat was trying to do something because previously, about 20 years back, all the news items will be given only by the authorized news agency of the country. When computerization and internet came together, this boy started thinking why we should not integrate all the news agencies into one single umbrella and into one single platform. Then he developed a software integrating 4,000 news agencies of the world into one simple platform called news. Then it was possible for him to interact everything the moment any news agency of the country uploads anything, that will be immediately available in the platform, so that you can see the news and happenings of anything in the world minute by minute. The Krishna Bharat, after developing it, knowing the importance of that, even before Sundar Pichai, that was purchased by Google for 600 crores 20 years back from the Bangalore boy. So Bangalore boy was responsible for Google News. So the Google News is now able to give the happenings in the world minute by minute. So minute by minute, we keep on knowing what's happening around, both in the criminal area or in the cyber area. Everything is technically available so that the little education, the little knowledge we have, the little knowledge we cover, the little knowledge we collect, we can share with our people in order to make them to come at least out of the orbit of either slavery or harassment, especially the women folk. They require it more. This all the difficulty. Say a great thanks to my friend for continuously in touch with me and contacting me, and I made this day without making any further postponement. And whatever the difficulty I faced in addressing to you, it's only because of my health. Don't mistake me. But I'm very, very, very grateful for all the gatherings who are available in online and patiently allowing me with all the difficulties and going through my overhearing coughing noise. And the remedy is going to be the happiness and what can I say, that the happiness that I shared little things with my friends throughout the country. And especially I thank my friend Mr. Baira for making his efforts and calling me regularly. And we'll make it in one more occasion after I become totally all right. I'll come in full swing and we will have one more gathering if at all it is required. So any inconvenience, kindly pardon me. It is not from me. So with this inconvenience, and I'm able to meet you all in a Saturday, and especially Saturday is a working day, sir, in Andhra.
It's a working day for an administrative side, sir.
Okay, then in a holiday, it is a great show for all the people to assemble together and spend some time for the goodness of the common and the goodness for the common public, which shows that still the lawyers are more dedicated to the public, to the society, especially with the law enforcing agencies and whoever the police officers who are present here. I wish them all that to make their claims and to address to the government about the difficulties they face in the investigations and the especially judicial officers and what and all the facilities they should have, because now the video conferencing facility, though given the connectivity is not that much available because of the technical snacks. I'm having one POXO case where the IO should be examined. It has been adjourned 5 times because of poor connectivity. Though I had the difficulty because we are selling the connectivity to private companies. Again, that will become a politics I don't want. We are selling all our wells to the private company. They dictate terms, and whatever the connectivity they give, we pay and we get. And whatever the small connectivity we have, the maximum benefit we should try to enjoy. With this, I take leave. All my great friends, very great to meet you all. What can I say? I appreciate the entire time spent by you, bearing with my difficulties and inconvenience. With this, I take a leave from you all. Thank you.
We are very thankful, sir. We are very sorry to troubling you, sir.
No, it is my pleasure, because especially in the Friday group of our Sheshagiri Rao of Supreme Court, yes. I have given a lecture for about 1 hour and 15 minutes that is available in YouTube. In 2018, yes. I gave. Yes. After that, COVID and all that made it is impossible to reach and go and give furthermore. And because of the online facility, I have given 2 or 3 lectures with Chandigarh University. But today I had little difficulty in addressing because of my cough. Fine. Thank you.
Any doubts you can ask, sir?
That is not a problem. I can slowly address.
Sir.
Anybody is there? Questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, do you feel that there is a necessity of adding to the penal provisions for Information Technology Act? The present penal provisions are inadequate to cover all the offences in being committed.
To say in the language of my own High Court Justice, we are not even able to pronounce the 3 acts.
Yes.
What it is, I don't know. I know only IPC, CRPC, and Evidence Act. All the 3 acts, which is in a different name, it is expressed by one of our High Court.
That's it is lost.
Sorry, your lost, sir, connection.
Sir, is it coming?
Yeah. Yes. Now it's coming, yes. Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Because I will always say is totally insufficient.
Yes.
The Information Technology Act, starting from section 65 to up to 85, 86. As I told you, almost all the offences are compoundable and bailable. Unless or otherwise it is read with other act, the Information Technology Act itself is insufficient to deal all the offences. Because you could have seen almost even a small petty traffic is related to traffic. Even for a traffic violation, we need the recordings of a CCTV camera. Suppose any accident is taking place or a murder taking place in the vicinity of a CCTV camera, we need the evidence of the CCTV camera, which is coming under Information Technology Act, and that piece of evidence should be correlated with the evidence of the punishment provisions of the penal code. In that case, the law should be very clear how the electronic evidences should be used, how the electronic evidence should be recorded under Indian Evidence Act. Earlier, they were asking for a particular certificate. That certificate also, nowadays, that should be given only by the service provider. Now it is neutralized by a judgment saying that anybody can produce the certificate, digital evidence certificate, to the court through the previous Evidence Act that I was under the control of the device. I have downloaded from the device, so I am producing the certificate. Testimony that certificate, you need technical details. You need technical nuances, but no law, especially the punishment under the previous Indian Penal Code, the present BNS, right, are not sufficient at all. Not sufficient. It is not covering, especially on the technical area. See, any banking fraud is done only with the computer assistance or device. Maximum we can go and say 420. But suppose if there is going to be a forgery, what is digital forgery? What is digital impersonation? Suppose somebody is using artificial intelligence, showing the video of a prime minister of this country or some other country and addressing somebody in the manner against the sovereignty of India. If that is going to be the case, how would you prove that this is used by using artificial intelligence? So what is the punishment? How that should be brought into record? So the field of digital evidence, collection of digital evidence, digital footprints, and taking them to the digital labs, because the impersonation through artificial intelligence is going to be the future challenge. Impersonation through other devices is going to be the future challenge. Not only impersonation by video, by audio. Anybody's voice can be misused by using deepfake technology. Because in order to keep away all the artificial intelligence, the Chinese people have produced another artificial intelligence called DeepSeek, which is very, very less in value. And these people are spending trillions and trillions of dollars. They are spending only a paltry sum for that artificial intelligence software that is going to rule over. So our country, I cannot blame my country. Like any other country in the world, we are also traveling with the speed of the space. We have to match ourselves with the brain of the criminals. Because the criminals 24/7 hours, they are only thinking about committing crimes. Under Information Technology Act, we have one platform called ICERT, Indian Computer Emergency. ICERT, NCERT is there, ICERT there for every response team, it's called. Computer Emergency Response Team. It is a central government agency provided under Information Technology Act. Their job is 24/7. They have to monitor everything and keep on giving reports to the government with advices. So the ICERT is appointed only for the purpose of guiding the government in involving themselves both in the investigation and the punishment. I don't know what that group is doing. That's going to be the answer to my friend. Any question?
Sir, our IT Act has an extraterritorial jurisdiction. Do we require any other countries to have a extradition treaty with our country?
Extradition treaty is almost available with all the Commonwealth countries again.
Thank you.
All the Commonwealth countries. But other countries are concerned that we need a private agreement with each and every country, especially under Information Technology Act. Any offense which is either committed overseas or by a foreign citizen in India, of course, it will be automatically covered under our law.
Yes.
But any citizen who is committing an offense of cybercrime, either involving an Indian government or Indian individual, it is already covered under the previous act, that is the available act. Under Information Technology Act, any offense committed any person from anywhere. So already we have the jurisdiction to investigate and to find out.
Under the
as you regarding extradition is concerned, I will take 2 minutes and can I explain you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You might have all heard about Julian Assange. Julian Assange, WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
WikiLeaks, you know that he was a whistleblower who joined as a contract employee with the American Defense, and he was employed in Sweden. When he was in Sweden, he came to know that the American government is involving in so many things and they are spying governments and other things. And he started slowly releasing the details in WikiLeaks. So the American government wanted him under their Patriots Act, but unfortunately, he was not available. The Sweden government, in order to help America, have registered a rape case against him. And Julian Assange, since he was available in UK, he went to the embassy of Nicaragua. The Nicaragua embassy was nothing but a 2-bedroom apartment. In that apartment, he confined himself for more than 8 years without even seeing the sun or the light. He was in the 2-bedroom apartment of Nicaragua for about 8 years for releasing those details and for becoming a whistleblower. The Sweden government later withdrew the rape case against him. Even then, the American government was giving pressure to the UK to hand over him and to extradite him to US. UK was not initially budging to the force. Finally, what happened after receiving so much of force from America, the Nicaraguan government withdrew their asylum given to Assange. Then Assange was forced to leave the 2-bedroom apartment. By that time, for jumping bail, one case was against him in UK against Assange. The police van of UK government was parked 24/7 under the Nicaraguan embassy the moment he comes out to lift him. So since the Nicaraguan government has withdrawn the asylum, because of the force and pressure given by the American government, UK was able to arrest Julian Assange and kept him in the London court. He went on appeal. After that, since it was prolonging for a very long time for extradition, Julian Assange was basically an Australian. Australian government had some negotiation with the American government. American government gave a promise to Australian government, you take this guy back to your country. We will not ask them back. Finally, with the help of his wife, he went to one place where the American visas and other things will not work. From there, he got another flight and landed in Australia. Though it is an extradition, the Australian government fought for his citizen and brought him back. But his offense is only being a whistleblower of exposing American government. So in our laws, we are not even able to bring Malaya from UK, their extradition. And Malaya started dictating terms to Indian authorities. If I come to India, the present conditions will not be suitable for me. So you renovate the prison according to my comforts. So the previous government and this government also went to the extent of submitting to the British government, yes, we will remodify our prison so that he can be extradited. Till today, it's not done. It is not done. So for all cyber offences or any criminal offences, the government, any government, the present government or the future government should have an explicit extradition agreement, especially in the field of cybercrime, to exchange the criminals, to try the offences. Otherwise, he will be simply sitting in St. Kitts. He will be simply sitting in Bahamas. He will be sitting in Vanuatu, where I told you, Social Modi is sitting in a country called Vanuatu. You see that it will be like, what can I say? It will be a small drop in the ocean, that country size. So the Lalit Modi is sitting there, not Social Modi. Lalit Modi is sitting there. So the extradition should be incorporated in the law, especially in cyber crimes, that any country which is involved should have an agreement. So for which a global agreement should be there. A global agreement among all countries should be available to exchange the criminals whenever there is a proof that there is an offense. For example, the Khalistan people who are now involved in Canada and other things, all their emails, phone calls, their communications, all records will be cyber evidence for getting the extradition. Yes, sir. Anybody? Any other question, please?
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Sir, we will have another class with you, sir. We are very inspired with your speech. After we are getting recovering from the cough, we will have a class in the April or May.
Even today, my senior was scolding me. I've asked you to go to the doctor. You are having more self-confidence. I failed today. Very sorry for the inconvenience caused to you. But in fact, I myself was not in a flowing mood. I'll just once.
In spite of that, you are given a good lecture to us, sir. An inspiring speech to us. We learn so many things from you. Now I request Mr. G. Kalyani, Deputy Director Vijayawada, to convey closing remarks on this seminar.
Please, I'm so happy. Please forgive me for any inconvenience caused.
Mr. Kalyani.
Good afternoon to all, sir. On behalf of the Prosecution Department, State of Andhra Pradesh, I express my sincere gratitude to Sri V. Balu, Advocate, High Court of Madras, Chennai, for taking his valuable time to share his expertise on the subject, emerging trends in cyber crimes and the growing threat invasion of privacy. So we are deeply honored and fortunate to have you among us, though virtually, because you are a legal luminary who have delivered scores of lectures at the Honorable Supreme Court, National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, Tamil Nadu Judicial Academy, and other reputed institutions. We had an occasion to know the nuances of cyber space and the security that we need to follow. And you have made us realize that we are all that majority of us are digitally naked, and the need to protect our personally identifiable information by using strong passwords, firewalls, etc. The new age crimes like deepfake, digital arrests, digital sex rackets, obnoxious calls, other breaches, banking fraud, and robotic related AI generated frauds like surgeries and where these crimes may be perpetuated, and Alexa frauds, and all these things we could learn from you, sir. We also learned about what 3 words app and how to use it, and the light was also thrown upon the latest amendment of 2018 to section 69 of the IT Act, authorizing 10 central agencies to intercept, monitor, or decrypt information, namely like Information Bureau, NCB, CBI, etc. And the Supreme Court's intervention in the year 2019 in this regard as to how this interception should be done. And We also learned that how sensitive it is to protect digitally the information pertaining to sexual offences. We also learned from you, sir, that video calls are not secure at all. There is no privacy, and including iPhones calls can also be recorded. So we could learn that I'm not alone. Someone is watching and tracking us always. Finally, we are advised to be vigilant as to what to share and what not, and what to be kept private, to be more alert, aware, and restrict our minds to be cyber safe. On behalf, I thank you, sir, Balu sir, on behalf of all the prosecuting officers for sparing your valuable time. And though your throat is very sore and strained, you have given an excellent exposition on cyber privacy, and we look forward to interact with you, sir. Thank you. I also thank Shri Bhishmachand, our another guest, who is a district attorney, Department of Higher Education, State of Himachal Pradesh, for participating in this and interacting with us. My special thanks to Shri Bhai Ramkotesh Rao, Honorable Director of Prosecution, State of Andhra Pradesh, for making Saturdays as knowledge days and making them interesting, and by providing us with the privilege of interacting with legal luminaries of the country, cutting across the borders of the state and enriching our knowledge. I also thank him for giving this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. I thank one and all for your participation and patient hearing. Thank you. Over to Steve.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We'll meet again.
Thank you.
I volunteer myself. We'll meet again.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We are present. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sudhendra garu, thank you very much అండి. ఇంకేమన్నా ప్రాసిక్యూటర్స్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయండి?
సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్, చెప్పండి
సార్. ఏదో సర్క్యులర్ పంపించాడు సార్, అది ఏదో కన్విక్షన్ రేటు, అక్విటల్స్ రేటు ఫ్రమ్ ది డేట్.
ఎక్కడ ప్రాసిక్యూటర్ ఎక్కడండి?
సార్ లక్ష్మణ సార్, అడిషనల్ పీపీ సార్.
అంటే మీరు పంపించకూడదా సర్క్యులర్?
సార్ పంపించారు సార్, దాంట్లో
ఏదో పంపించారంటే ఏంటంట, ఏదో పంపించారంటే ఏ సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారు ఏందని చెప్పాలి. వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్? ఐ కుడ్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఏదో సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారంటే
సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారు సార్.
ఏం సర్క్యులర్ అండి? వాట్ ఈస్ సర్క్యులర్? మీరు చెప్పాలా వాట్ ఈస్ సర్క్యులర్? మీరు అడిగే ప్రశ్న మర్యాద లేనిది. ఏదో సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారంటే డైరెక్టరేట్ సర్క్యులర్ పంపించకూడదా మీకు? వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ మీన్స్?
సార్ సబ్మిట్ చెప్తున్నాను సార్, ఆ సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారు తమరు.
మీరు మాట్లాడే విధానం కరెక్ట్ కాదంటున్నాను. ఏదో సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారేంది? మీరు పలాని కేసులు డాటా సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారండి, దాని గురించి క్వశ్చన్ అని అడగాలి. ఏదో సర్క్యులర్ పంపించారేంటండి క్వశ్చన్? ఈజ్ ఇట్ ది వే టు రిప్రజెంట్ ది మ్యాటర్స్?
లేదు సార్, స్టార్టింగ్ గా ఏం చెప్పాలో కొద్దిగా